Hey everyone, welcome back to Shade Review. In today's video, we are reviewing the brand new Oliver Peoples Brunello Cucinelli collaboration Marsan sunglasses. But first off, letting today's video sponsor our own website, shadereviewstore.com, the absolute best place to buy designer sunglasses, just like these, up to 80% off the original MSRP. Again, the website there is shadereviewstore.com. Check it out. So let's go ahead and pop the sunglasses on face and talk about the dimensions. These have 55mm lenses in an 18mm bridge, and this is the standard and only size of these sunglasses that Oliver Peoples produces these in. Now, as far as the exact colorway that I'm wearing in today's video, these have Oliver Peoples antique gold titanium frames with their Tuscan brown gradient mirror lenses, and these are a category 2 lens, so they're going to be good for kind of overcast days to somewhat bright days, but they're not going to be very good for extremely bright and sunny days. So you're going to want a category 3 lens for something like that. So these frames are produced in 4 different colorways, and one of those colorways does have photochromic lenses, or maybe both of them do, and they do darken all the way down to a category 3. Something that's really interesting about these frames is the fact that they are a Brunello Cucinelli collaboration, which of course is an Italian fashion house or a designer, and typically every other pair of Oliver Peoples Brunello Cucinelli frames are actually made in Italy, of course, because it's an Italian designer, but these frames, because they're made out of titanium, have to be made in Japan. And they're actually going to say that here in the inner right ear rest of the frames, they say handmade in Japan, and then they say Brunello Cucinelli vintage glass there in the inner right temple of the frame. Now, if we move down to the inside left temple of the frames, you can see they say Oliver Peoples, and then on the inside temple, we can see this is titanium with all the Exotica information there as well. Now, when the Oliver Peoples Brunello Cucinelli collaboration first came out, again, I just assumed that every pair is going to be made in Italy, and that kind of makes sense, but it is interesting that these are actually not made in Italy, they are made in Japan, which is actually a really, really good thing, because Japanese craftsmanship is absolutely the top notch when it comes to Oliver Peoples frames, and basically frames in general. You really can't beat Japanese build quality. And like I said, these do have titanium frames and all glass lenses, and they still only come in at 29 grams, which is absolutely incredible. This pair of frames definitely looks like it does have rather large lenses, so you assume they're going to be, heavy and bulky. However, these coming in at 29 grams is absolutely incredible and really, really impressive, making them actually one of my favorite frames of this year from Oliver Peoples. And I also love the gradient lens here. I think it looks really classy and nice, and you still definitely can wear these frames indoors as well, because they're not going to darken your vision too much with these category 2 lenses. Then also here at the gradient, they're almost clear here right at the bottom as well. So really not a big deal when wearing these indoors. They also have some beautiful etching here on the outside temples of frames. Really, really nice work there on the titanium. And I really do like the styling of the front of the frames. There aren't any gaudy logos or anything like that whatsoever. They're just super, super clean and nice. Now, if we do take a look at the outside temple tips, we can see they do have the embedded Oliver Peoples logo there for authentication purposes on the outside left. And then here on the outside right, we can see the Brunello Cucinelli kind of shield logo there for authentication purposes as well, and that's a really, really nice touch. It definitely looks really classy and nice. I like that a lot. They also do have fully adjustable nose rests, which allows you to completely adjust these frames and actually allow you to get that custom fit. And fully adjustable nose rests are also important to adjust your frames higher on the face or lower on the face, depending on your personal preference of how you like to wear the frames, which is again really nice and important as well if you're trying to get that perfect fit. And if we take a close look at these nose rests, we can see a little BC logo, which of course stands for Brunello Cucinelli, and is also there for authentication purposes. And right above that on the lower bridge, we can see they do say 5618, which of course stands for the lens size and the bridge width, and that's also there for authentication purposes. Now, as far as the optical quality of these lenses go, these are super, super, super clear, all glass lenses. The optical clarity of these is really, really good. They're also going to block 100% of UVA and UV rays as well, which is extremely important for your eye health. Just really great high quality glass lenses, and they do have the Brunello Cucinelli and Oliver Peoples logo if you breathe on the lens here. So here on the left lens, we can see the little Brunello Cucinelli cityscape, and then here on the right lens, we can see the Oliver Peoples logo there. So definitely a really cool feature built into the lenses as well. Now these lenses also have a very nice AR coating here on the back of the lenses, which help reduce sunlight coming in, bouncing off the lens at an angle directly into your eye, which is really important, especially considering the fact that these frames don't have very good coverage from the sun. So here up top, we can see there's a pretty big gap that lets sunlight in unprotected, and then here on the side there, again, there's a massive gap that does let sunlight in unprotected. So not the most practical as far as a full coverage pair of frames go. These frames are definitely more about fashion than they are practicality, but I really do like them regardless of that fact. Now, as far as pricing goes, these frames are going to run you $699 directly from our people's website and in most stores, so definitely a very expensive price for these frames, but we do have these available on our website for a pretty good discount off the original MSRP, and they are still a really good high quality pair of Japanese made frames with the Oliver Peoples Brunello Cucinelli, really cool collaboration here, and just an overall very good looking pair of frames. And make sure to let me know what you think about these frames in the comment section down below. I'm definitely interested to hear what you have to say. So let's start a conversation in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give us a big thumbs up down below, and of course make sure to hit the subscribe button, and then you won't miss any new videos that are released to this YouTube channel. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.